an oral commandment. Y'all must wander for 40 years. Another 40 years in a. Okay. In the desert, wander for another 40 years in the desert, man. You know, that was the order, man. Hey, it was so cold that when they wandered for 40 years, it said neither wear your clothes or your shoes. You just gonna wear the same shit all for 40 years, man, until you drop fucking dead. That was the judgment.
But it shall not prosper.
It shall not prosper, right? They're a vain will. People.
Go not up, for Yahweh is not among you.
Right, the Most High is not among the 2/3 of our race, man. He only dealing with the elect. You can't buy your way in this truth. You can't buy your way in the good graces of the Most High. You say you hold something? Bring it out.
This Salakia, I had, because you was going into stuff, it probably switched Salakia.
What?
But just go ahead and read it, though.
It's Habakkuk chapter 1, verse 6. For lo, I raise up, Salakia, verse 4. Therefore the law is slack, and judgment doeth never go forth.
Right.
For the wicked doeth compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceeded.
Right, because the law is slack. The law is slack. Meaning it don't really have an effect on 2/3 of the nation. It don't really have an effect on these people right here. Read it again, Babu Kashaf.
Habakkuk chapter 1, verse 4. Therefore the law is slack, and judgment doeth never go forth.
Right, yeah, because we supposed to be out here judging these people according to the scriptures. First and foremost, our own people, and then the other nations, Esau and the other nations. All right, go ahead.
For the wicked doeth compass about the righteous.
Right, they can, yeah, the wicked doeth compass about the righteous. That's why all these folk come up against us, bro. You know, they surround us. They encamp against us, bro. You know, it's more wicked people on the earth than righteous people. That's obvious.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So of course they gonna compass us. Okay, because they got numbers.
Yeah.
Why you think that even in Israel, that's why 2/3 is more than 1/3.
Yeah, kind of. The scripture speaks about the wickedness compares me like bees.
Yeah.
You know. It speaks. It say that one righteous man is better than 1,000, basically. You know.
Yeah, 1 out of 1,000.
1 out of 1,000.
Solomon said that he did that. Yeah, counting from one to one, bro. Count by one. Out of 1,000 men, he only found one righteous. One righteous man. Out of 1,000 women, none of you women is righteous.
Yeah, man. You women only going to make it just by the childbirth and,
Childbearing.
Yeah, right.
Childbearing.
Hey, when you think about it, that's the only reason why they going to make it, because they probably a descendant of an elect person or something, man.
Elect person, man. We might just want you just to have you.
Yeah.
You know? And that's what it is, man. All right?
It says,
go finish Matthew 7:21. Matthew 21.
all right.
Yeah, man. We gonna get an elect is gonna get delivered. Hey, the 2/3 and the unright and the wicked. It's nothing. It's no deliverance coming for them.
Matthew chapter 7, verse 21. Not every man that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father.
Without the will, Joshua and Caleb was doing the will. And Caleb was loyal. Joshua, who was the Ephraimite, was a leader unto Israel, man. And Caleb, who Vocab Malone claimed he's the Edomite, which he's not, was from the tribe of Judah. He was a leader. He was as a leader too.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah, God.
Read that script back just one time.
Yeah.
Matthew chapter 7, verse 21. Not every one that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven.
But the Christian church teach you all you gotta do is call on the name of the Lord and you will be saved.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is call on the name of the Lord. Even though Jesus is not his name, he just said everybody that call on his name won't be saved.
Right. That's true, man. Because they're not doing the will. They're not doing it. They're not doing this. What they calling his name in vain, with no faith behind it, man. They just doing it, you know, off just to be doing it, man. Got demons on. You know, they got demons on. Yeah.
It's Hebrews chapter 4, verse 11. Let us labor, therefore, to enter into that rest, lest any man fall after the same example of unbelief.
Read that back. Read that back. That's a good scripture.
Hebrews chapter 4, verse 11. Let us labor, therefore, to enter into that rest.
You gotta labor to enter into this rest, man. You can't just do nothing your whole life and be wicked as fuck.
Faith without works.
And your faith without works is dead. And you ain't gonna enter into the rest, which is the kingdom of heaven, the land of milk and honey.
You gotta labor to rest.
You gotta, you know, you gotta labor to rest because you know you get weary. You know you working to enter. If you already not laboring, what you need rest for? You already resting. You know that's why the Lord speaks about if you don't work, you don't eat, man. You know, that's why they say they're gonna wear out the saints because we working hard, man. So that's why we want the rest. The scripture speaks about the parable of the penny. Working in the heat of the day. That's what we're doing in the heat of the day, spiritually and physically.
Matthew chapter 7, verse 21. Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven. Yeah. But he that doeth the will of my Father.
The he that doeth the will, because it started with men. He that doeth the will of his Father. You know, and that will is whatever the Most High he could command.
Feed the sheep.
Feed the sheep. Feed the flock.
That's the will.
That's the will. Not giving up when you going through shit. Daniel had to go inside the lion's den. That was the Most High will, just to try your faith. When your faith is trying, come on, you gotta, and that's your works.
Right. It's basically keeping the commandments for real.
Keep the laws and commandments to the best of your ability.
That's the will of the Father, right? That's the whole duty of man.
That's the whole duty of man. Keeping the law, statute, commandments, the whole duty of man.
This the second Ezra chapter 9 verse 7. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed. So yeah, you in order to escape and to be saved, you gotta do the works. You know, going out on the highways and hedges. Right. You know, studying, following the laws and commandments to the best of your ability.
Right. That's just like if I could say this at a job. If a nigga ain't doing no work, he ain't gonna get promoted. Right. Yeah, the point he ain't gonna make it. He ain't gonna get elevated into a top authority or to a top seat. He just gonna be stagnant. He ain't gonna grow. You know, he ain't gonna develop. You know.
Yeah, the truth is the only thing in the world that you can't fake it to make it. Cause everywhere in society you could pretty much fake it to make it, man.
Yeah, fake it too.
If you come in this truth and you fake it, the spirit gonna expose you. So you gotta come in this thing ready, man. Ready to work hard, man. Man, keep the car running, man, without shutting it off, man.
Verse 8. Shall be preserved from the said perils and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning.
Got it.
So yeah, and that goes back to what you were saying. What Tazapaya was saying when he said, you can't make yourself a elect or 2/3. This was made for you to do from the beginning if you was a part of the elect. You know, and you go see salvation because you was chosen, and you go come back in that lot as in doing the works.
Cause in the book of Daniel, in the 12th chapter, it tell you he come back as his light. You know.
Yeah, he said he gonna stand in your light in the end of days. Right.
And that's the spirit. Cause you read Jeremiah 23:3. It said the Lord will gather his remnant and bring them back to their foes. Which basically means you're gonna pick up where you left off at.
Exactly. Right.
So all these people just trying to make themselves a man of the Lord, man. It's impossible, man.
Right.
You deceiving your own self, man.
Should say prophet subject to the prophet.
The spirit of the prophet is subject to the prophet, man.
Right. You can't just put on a fucking three-piece suit and tie and walk up on the 30th floor of the damn building and say that you the CEO just because you got a suit and tie on, nigga.
Yeah, that's what Edomites did. They it say in the Apocrypha that they
2
crowned
Corinthians
themselves.
10 and
You can't
12.
crown yourself, man. That's why the scriptures say, look, I shall put a crown on you, man. Because you can't crown yourself. You know, these heathens, they crown themselves, man. The Lord always sent a prophet to ordain you and to make you and anoint you as a king, man. You can't just anoint your fucking self and say, I'm fucking king and shit. I'm gonna make you.
Yeah,
It
because
don't
who
work
did
like
that? Abimelech. It was
Solomon's
Solomon's brother.
with his brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He fucking crowned himself. And what happened to him? He got fucking put to death.
He got put to death. So that all goes hand in hand to what we're saying. You can't. You gotta. Like, I think he just read the scripture. You gotta be like ordained. You know, and you gotta have your faith. Your faith works.
All right,
Yeah, breathe.
this 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 12. For we dare not make ourselves of the number.
That's the point right there. Don't dare make yourself of that
Hey,
number.
why you think we say Lord willing?
Like, man, I'm definitely the elect. I'm already saved. The scriptures say, don't dare number yourself amongst that number.
God, then on top of that, how you saved, you still here. Saved from what?
Oh shit, what's up, man? Oh, I'm talking to the baby, man. I'm alright, baby.
And that's what's wrong with these other Israelite camps out here, these alphabet camps, man. They that pride, man. They believing that they're, hey, man, they ain't even come up against the apostles and elders like they know more, man. Even the apostles, you hear Apostle Tahar say, Lord willing, he part of that number, man. And that man, that's a great man right there, man.
Yeah. It's crazy. Read that back.
Hebrews chapter 4, verse 11. Let us labor, therefore, to enter into their rest, lest any man fall after the same example of unbelief. Right, man, you gotta labor. To labor, it mean to work, man.
That's right.
This ain't gonna be no easy thing neither, man. You know, if you want a job, if you want to get paid, you gotta go out there and fill out applications, man. You're not gonna get a job right there on the site, man. You gotta go out and go out there and see your options, man. You know, it's the same thing with this truth. You gotta go out and labor, man.
Just
you gotta
like
go
any-
through affliction. You gotta go through tribulation. That all come with being in this truth, man. You know,
Just like anything in life, the more you put in is what?
the more you get out,
The
man.
more you get out.
You know?
So if you half-ass in this truth, the Most High go half-ass you.
That's right.
Hey, this is just a simple Google definition of the word labor. It say work especially hard, physical work, all right? And it's a synonym: work hard, work, toil, extortion, work. It's a physical. So it's a verb, action, which is a verb, it's an action word.
Scripture says give diligence to make our call.
And electric sword.
When you go into the word diligence, you mean to exert oneself. So you gotta put in work. When you work hard, you exerting yourself. You know? You goddamn be hoarse sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sleepless nights.
Feet hurt.
You know?
Yeah, man.
It's a precept. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. For as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. Right, man, you gotta have faith with your works too, man. You know? Because if you don't believe that your labor is being done for a good cause, you're gonna start having doubt, you're gonna start wavering. The scripture's talking about don't waver, man. You know, even when you pray, you're not supposed to waver, man. I don't know if the Most High hearing my word. You're not supposed to do that, man. Because now you're being double-minded, okay?
Galatians
When you-
6 and 9.
When you work, man,
6 and 9.
you gotta stay unmovable, man.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta stand 10 toes down, man.
Yeah.
On your own 2 feet. You know, stable. Scriptures talk about wisdom and knowledge being the stability at our times, man. If you're not stable on this side, you know, what more in Jacob's trouble when it's all out, when all chaos fall out, man? You're gonna be all over the place. You're gonna get caught up in that destruction. So you gotta be stable, man, and it's true.
Hey, Ak, and I got another simple Google definition of the word work. It say actively involving mental or physical effort done in order to achieve a purpose or a result.
Right, man. You
order.
gotta put in effort to achieve being an elect member. Just like the ox said, give diligence to the Salaki.
To make that
Make your
calling
calling
and
of the election
sure.
sure, man. You know, Salaki.
Yeah. Like I say, all throughout we read throughout the scriptures, man. We got examples of brothers that worked, brothers that didn't work, man. Get Ecclesiastes, because it's a good topic to touch on. 3 and 22. Ecclesiastes 3 and 22.
All right.
We're gonna finish out Numbers because it's all goes into that because it's important because we got brothers falling off. Here it is, we got them Ishmaelites, they blow themselves up for their gods. And here it is, we got Jake falling off for the dumbest fucking shit, man.
And they the chosen ones, man.
And they the chosen ones, so this is your opportunity, man. Always say this flesh here just an opportunity body, man. To show with the Lord what you got.
Yeah, the scripture say chance and opportunity happen to us all.
Chance and opportunity happen to us all, like the brother just said.
So it's a time.
All right,
Everybody got the
this
same
Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 21.
Yeah.
Who knoweth the spirit of man that goeth upward, and the spirit of the beast that goeth downward to the earth.
Let's talk about the spirits. Keep on.